Good morning. Welcome to Tribune News on your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Former NEDA chief Solita Monson has reached world-class magnitudes, saying it's dragging down economic growth and calling for reforms to the national budget process. Former NEDA chief Solita Monsod praised Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla for pursuing corruption cases, calling his efforts a bright spot amid the country's current darkness and gloom. Duterte said those seeking her conviction should rely on evidence, not insults, speculation, or political theatrics, arguing that rhetoric cannot prove an impeachable offense. Massive flooding along the Nepal-China border killed at least 8 people in Nepal, while a mudslide at major Tibet trade hub caused major casualties on the Chinese side. Australian under-16s are returning to social media despite the country's ban, with use of platforms such as TikTok and Instagram rising after an initial drop. The Philippines is moving to build an investable forest carbon market, with the DNER strengthening project registration, carbon baselines, and monitoring while developing a registry for forest carbon projects and projected credits. Lea Salonga said she unfollowed BTS members RM and J-Hope for her own peace of mind, after realizing their controversy surrounding their Chris Brown concert attendance was affecting her emotionally. Gap is cautiously optimistic about Carlos and Carl Eldruyulo's chances at the 2026 Asian Games, where the brothers will make their Asian debut. Today is the 27th of August 2026, Thursday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. The southwest monsoon or habagat will continue to bring rains over Luzon and western Visayas today. Zambales and Occidental Mindoro will have occasional rains. Meanwhile, Metro Manila, Ilocos Region, Car, Central Luzon, Batanes, Calabarzon, Palawan, and parts of western Visayas may experience scattered rains and thunderstorms. The rest of Luzon and parts of Visayas may see isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Meanwhile, a low-pressure area inside the PAR, located east of northern Luzon, has a medium chance of developing into a tropical depression within 24 hours. Now for a traffic update. Traffic is slow-moving at Balintawak Cloverleaf southbound going to A. Bonifacio EDSA, with speeds of approximately 15 to 20 kilometers per hour due to vehicle volume. No obstruction is reported. Meanwhile, light traffic is reported at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Mindanao Toll Plaza, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. Bukawe Toll Plaza has an approximate 100-meter vehicle queue on the right side. All other areas of NLEX, Asatex, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are experiencing light traffic. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. Former NEDA chief Solita Monsod accused the government leaders of treating public funds as their own, saying corruption has reached world-class magnitudes and is holding back economic growth. Speaking on Daily Tribune Straight Talk, Monson claimed around 30% of national budget may be diverted from development financing to benefit contractors and lawmakers. She also criticized the impeachment process involving Vice President Sara Duterte, saying senators who skip hearings undermine the proceedings. Monson urged Filipinos to remain vigilant, stressing that government funds come from taxpayers and citizens must demand accountability over how their money is spent. Now, former NEDA chief Solita Monsod praised Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla for pursuing corruption cases, calling his efforts a bright spot amid the country's current darkness and gloom. Speaking on Daily Tribune Straight Talk, Monsad said Remulla should focus on building strong evidence against officials accused of corruption, particularly in the ongoing flood control probe. She also criticized the alleged scale of corruption under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., urging Filipinos not to let political or regional loyalty override reasoning and logic. The Vice President Sara Duterte accused those seeking her conviction of relying on rhetoric and political theatrics instead of evidence to support the impeachment complaints against her. Duterte said prosecutors and lawmakers should prove the alleged impeachable offenses through evidence, rather than insults, speculation, or attempts to turn allegations into facts. Her remarks came after terms including scam, lying, and stupid in the name of blind loyalty were used during the trial and later stricken from the record. Duterte also criticized the administration for prioritizing her impeachment amid the country's continuing problems with flooding and poverty. Now, massive flooding in Nepal killed at least 8 people Wednesday, with authorities warning that the full extent of the damage remains unclear. Flood water swept through mountain communities near the Chinese border, destroying homes and forcing riverside residents to evacuate. The Nepal Army deployed helicopters and disaster response teams for rescue operations. The Nepal Electricity Authority said about 430 megawatts of power capacity, including hydropower and solar facilities, was damaged, disrupting electricity supply. Meanwhile, Chinese state media reported major casualties from a mudslide at Gyeongsang port in Tibet, although details remain unverified. Now, Australian children under 16 are increasingly using social media platforms such as TikTok and Instagram, despite a nationwide ban implemented in December, according to parental control company Custodio. Usage initially fell after the restrictions took effect, but has since climbed towards pre-ban levels. Among 13 to 15-year-olds, 25.9% still use TikTok, while usage among 10 to 12-year-olds is just 0.06 percentage points below pre-ban levels. Experts said children may be bypassing restrictions to VPNs or false ages. Meanwhile, WhatsApp use has increased because the messaging platform is not covered by the ban. That the Department of Environment and Natural Resources has taken steps to establish a stronger and more investable forest carbon market in the Philippines. The DENR is developing a registry to track forest carbon projects, projected credits, and potential sites, while expanding satellite-based monitoring through its National Forest Monitoring System. The agency also plans closer engagement with businesses on financing and commercial considerations. Carbon Page Coalition leaders stress that attracting investment must go hand in hand with credible and transparent carbon markets that deliver real benefits to forests and local communities. The Philippines is also exploring participation in the ASEAN Common Carbon Framework, where it currently has observer status. Now, Broadway star Lea Salonga said she unfollowed BTS members RM and J-Hope for her own peace of mind, amid backlash over their attendance at a concert featuring Chris Brown. Salonga said the controversy was affecting her emotionally, leaving her sad and/or upset, so she chose to step back. She stressed that the decision was not meant to punish the BTS members, saying they are autonomous people just as she is. Despite the move, Salonga said she remains grateful to BTS, crediting the group for helping her through difficult personal moments during the pandemic. Now, the Gymnastics Association of the Philippines is cautiously optimistic about Carlos and Carl Eldruyulo's chances at the 20th Asian Games in Nagoya, Japan. GAP President Cynthia Carrion said the brothers are excited to make their Asian Games debut and compete together. Artistic gymnastics will run from the September 21st to the 25th. To maximize preparation, the Yolos have limited interviews and public appearances and will attend a training camp in Japan in early September. Carlos skipped the 2023 Asian Games to focus on the World Championships, a decision that helped him qualify for the Paris Olympics, where he won 2 gold medals. Now, today brings positive opportunities in pleasant energy cancer. Those in creative fields may get the chance to showcase their talents and stand out. A new project could also open the door to financial growth. Your health is likely to remain stable, while employees may receive encouraging news about a promotion or career advancement. Personal relationships are also set to grow stronger, with the overall energy in your favor. It's a good day to plan a vacation or get away with your loved ones and enjoy some quality time together. Now, Tribune, did you know on August 27, 1883, the volcano Krakatoa or Krakatau in Indonesia erupted in one of the most powerful volcanic events in recorded history. The eruption sent ash and debris up to 50 miles into the sky, while its explosions were reportedly heard as far as 3,000 miles away. The blast triggered massive tsunamis with waves reaching about 120 feet in height. An estimated 36,000 people died, with most casualties caused by the tsunamis that swept across coastal areas of Java and Sumatra. The eruption also had global effects as volcanic dust spread through the atmosphere, producing spectacular sunsets and temporarily lowering temperatures worldwide. Krakatoa remains an active volcano to this day. Now, this morning's vlog comes from an Instagram reel that's racked up 859,000 views, showing just how deep flood waters can get after heavy rains. In the clip, the user is seen almost completely submerged in floodwater, giving viewers a shocking idea of just how high the waters can rise. Netizens had both funny and serious reactions, with one joking, "Kailangan maligo ka ng doxycycline," while others pointed out the risk and all too familiar situation Filipinos face whenever heavy rains cause flooding. And that's all for now, mga katribu. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.